Today we're going to show you how to change the detergent and rinse aid dispenser on your dishwasher, and it's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a number 2 Phillips or a number 2 square head screwdriver and a pair of needle nose pliers. Let me show you how we do it. Now, to do this repair, we will need to disconnect the power to the dishwasher, so locate the proper fuse or breaker in the panel and disconnect the power at that point. And next we'll open the dishwasher door, and then we're going to remove the screws around the inner door panel using either a number 2 Phillips or a number 2 square head. We'll leave one of the 2 center screws to be the last to remove, and while we're removing those, we'll support that control panel to the inner door panel, and we'll tilt the door back to an upright position. Now we'll just carefully lower that outer door panel down. There are still 2 screws that hold it at the bottom. We're actually bending the metal, so we don't want to put any stress on that. And if your model has an electronic control panel with a touchpad, we'll also need to disconnect that touchpad. Just release the locking tab, and then pull it out of the control board, and then we can set the control panel aside. Now we can next remove the 6 screws that hold the dispenser to the inner door panel, and also remove the 2 wires to the wax motor. And they may be fairly tight, so if they don't pull off easily, we'll use our needle nose pliers. And just grasp the connector and pull them away. Once we've removed all 6 screws, we'll just tilt that door forward enough that we can push the dispenser through to the inside and remove it. And we'll also want to check that inner door panel and clean up that surface where the gasket will lay against it. So just take a damp rag and wipe that clean and remove any soap residue. Next, we'll take the new dispenser, and with the wax motor and terminals on the left-hand side, we'll just fit it into place. We'll reinstall the mounting screws. We won't tighten them just yet until we have all 6 screws in place. And once we have all the screws installed, we can go around the perimeter and tighten them all. Now, once all the screws are secure, we'll reconnect wires to the wax motor, make sure they have a nice tight fit. Next, we'll reinstall the control panel. We'll insert the connector from the touchpad into the control board. Make sure that the locking tab engages. And we'll just hold that up above high enough that we can tilt the front panel into position. Now the control panel needs to slide in behind that front panel to engage it properly. Once we have that positioned properly, we can open the door again and reinstall the screws. So support the control panel until we get a couple of screws in place. And we'll start by putting the screw in the top that will secure that control panel first. And then one in each corner. And then we continue along both sides until we have all the screws installed. And we'll check the operation of the new dispenser. We'll refill the rinse aid, and we'll reconnect the power, and our repair is complete.